Hi guys, it's me, Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA. It is Thursday, the 12th of October, 2017. Hey Google, good morning.
Good morning, Rusty. The time is 7:06 a.m. Currently in Burnett it's 58 and clear. Today, it'll be mostly sunny with a forecasted high of 89 and a low of 67. Have a great day.
Don't you just love that? Hey Google, tell me a joke.
This might make you laugh. I once stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun went. Then it dawned on me.
He's told that one before. Anyway, thumbs up to all you guys that are using and use the Amazon link in the description. I do appreciate it. Yeah, that's working out pretty good. I noticed that these YouTube censor police were out last night while I was sleeping, and I noticed they demonetized 4 more of my videos. And the ones they demonetized don't make any sense. There's nothing wrong with them. But anyway, that's the way it is. There's nothing I can do. I do the appeal or whatever you call it, and that's all I can do because you can't talk to a human being. But anyway, having said that, we'll just move into. Oh, I still haven't got the RV. It's Thursday, the 12th of October. Supposed to have been here this week for sure. And anyway, the people called me, or one of the sales managers from the dealership called me yesterday afternoon it was about 5 o'clock actually, and he told me that had been trying all day to get a hold of Greg, the Western manager that apparently kind of handles their shipments out of Indiana, and the guy's not calling him back. So what can I say? It'll get here soon, I hope. Anyway, this is Michael on RV wheel bearings. I did a little video about greasing the wheel bearings. You need to do that about every 10,000 miles. And on single axles, you probably need to do it a little more often. What you need to do just every now and then, just check, be sure that you've got plenty of grease in the wheel bearing. Michael, I haven't used one of those since I was in my 20s. Yeah, a grease gun. Yeah, we had them when I was growing up because we had to grease all of our farm equipment. We had plows and tractors, and yeah, there was all kind of stuff to grease pretty much every day. Anyway, this is Life's Daily Trials, just a little short video I did. I talked to a guy. I was at Verizon yesterday getting my new phone, and I got an LG Stylo 2. It's an old phone, but it's a good one. It's got a big screen, and it's got a 5 megapixel front camera and a 13 megapixel back. So it's got a good camera. It's the same camera as the other phone. Same. Let's see. And anyway, I was talking to a guy who's 91 years old. But anyway, this guy Dan says, "Yep, my dad is 96 and still sharp as a tack, using walker because of bum knee." That's amazing, isn't it? 96. He's 24 years older than I am. It's amazing. Doodah on Life's Daily Trials says, "Thanks for the bit of wisdom. Always welcome." Well, it was just fun talking to that old man. When he just think he's been through a lot. He's seen a lot of changes. You know what I mean? And he did agree and point out that it's always changing. It's just we think it's changing fast, but it's just natural change. This is Coho on the RV wheel bearing stuff, grease. Good reminder. Just keep in mind to use the manufacturer's recommendation on grease. They usually have a compatibility chart on their website. Most of these newer axles, either by Dexter, Rockwell, American, or ALKO, typically use lithium complex 2 grease in their axles. Some types of grease are not compatible with the grease the axles are manufactured with. Yeah, it's that's correct. The axle under the Coachman that I've ordered is a Dexter something, I think, and I'll have to find out what type of grease to use. I just got some generic grease. We'll see. Robert, this is Robert R. on Life's Daily Trials. "I suppose we are all just visitors on this big blue ball. The older you get, the more precious time becomes, and strangely, the faster it moves. I remember when I was the kid. I remember when I was a kid, the weekends seemed forever. While you were playing with your new grease gun, I was wondering about RV tires and their care and use. When to get them off the ground, how often to run them using nitrogen, pressure factors, etc. Maybe you can devote a segment to this. Well, I'm no expert on RV tires. I do know that there's letters on the tires that will tell you when that tire was manufactured. And, after about 5 years or so, you probably need to change them. If you're towing, you need to get them changed because they're starting to get a little dry rot or whatever. As far as, the pressure, just use the pressure recommended on the tire. You're fine, as far as I know. As far as nitrogen, I've never used that. I know some people do. I never have. As far as getting them off the ground, I don't know. That's, again, that's individual choice. I don't know. This is Grandma Patty on RV wheel bearings. Very informative. Thanks. This is Grandma Patty again. Life's Daily Trials. My mom is still going strong at 91. Or she's going strong at 91 too. Yeah, that's great. So that's good to know. Yeah, I mean, that'd be great for me. If I could live to be 91 and still doing a little RVing, maybe have to have a Class C at that time or something else where I can get around a little easier, but I'd still like to be doing something if I can. Crypto Anarchy's got 2 in a row. One's on Life's Daily Trials and one's on the wheel bearings. This is on Life's Daily Trials. Thanks, Rusty. I really enjoy your vids of wisdom and living. You remind me of my dad who passed away a few years ago at the age of 67. You look a lot like him and have the same mannerisms. I guess that's one of the reasons I enjoy your videos so much. Memories. Well, as long as you got some good memories, bud, hang on to them. This is on the wheels. Crypto again. Hey, Rusty, when I use your Amazon link, will you get a little cut from anything I purchase on Amazon, or just the particular item you've linked to? Now, if you use the link in the description and go to Amazon, whatever you buy during that shopping session, I will get a small commission on. And right now we're up to about $7 a day average in that range, and that's pretty good because that kind of fills in the void for them demonetizing videos. And they're not just doing the demonetization to me, they're doing it to everybody. It's a general change at YouTube. I don't have any problem with it. RV wheel bearings, be bowling 7-Eleven, never call back. What's wrong with these nitwits? Oh, I mentioned that they don't call back from the dealership. Well, and just as I said that yesterday, the guy called me yesterday at 5 o'clock. So anyway, it's all going to work out. I'm not going to stress out over it, that's for sure. Comment called Jeffrey. I say that expect the worst and hope for the best. Yeah, you can do that. It's your choice. It's your life. Scapees Elder Care. This is SKP Joe Course Gold. Good info, Rusty. I was there at the turn of this year, 2017. I checked out the care setup, and it looks very nice, and lots of nice people to interact with. And I just subbed, whatever that means. Yeah, it's a hell of a good idea because it's an elder care facility where you stay in your own RV, but you still get some assistance in getting food and so forth. So it's a good deal. It sounds like. This is Barbara on comment call. Since we are in the month of October and everything in the month is creepy, 2 questions for Google. Hey Google, where is the location of the body farm in Texas? And hey Google, in the state of
According to Wikipedia, the Forensic Anthropology Center at Texas State is a 26-acre forensic anthropology research facility located on the Freeman Ranch in San Marcos, Texas.
I'm not going to say that again. Hey, what's his name? In the state of Texas, can property owner be buried in their backyard? No. RV wheel bearings. Mary, please know you must jack tire off ground and spin the tire while shooting in the grease. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, that's true. If you spin the tire, what happens is it moves that bearing and you'll get all the old grease out. If you don't spin the wheel, you're just going to get some of the old grease out. So that's a good point. Tiny Home, Ebony, if I didn't have kids, this is something I would buy. Yeah, it's a neat little home. Rondalum 100 on the wheel bearings. I'm too blonde for this, Rusty. Can one of your viewers put a link here to show me the easiest way possible to grease bearings? I don't have $500 to give to a garage. I will order the stuff above through your link, but I need to know how to do it. Thank you to anyone who can provide a YouTube link to show an easy way to pack bearings. Lord, this RV business is getting too complicated for me. Well, you don't even have to do that once a year. You know, it's nothing to worry about. You know, don't even worry about it. You know, you just forget I did the video. You know, as far as $500, I just threw that number out. I don't know what they charge at RV dealership, but if they're going to go in and repack bearings, you know, where they pull the wheel off in the hub, that gets a little expensive. But you know, just to grease the hubs, you can do that. You know, and you don't have to, you know, if you don't raise the wheel off the ground and spin it, it's not. You just want to be sure you got grease in there. That's all. Anyway, don't worry about it, Rondlin. Just keep blonde and enjoy your life. Life's daily trials, time zone. My father was also born in 1926, and he passed away in 1990 at the age of 63. Interesting. Alicia, YouTube. About Big Brother or something. Hello from Kalamazoo, Michigan. YouTube sounds like they are very inconsistent and likely selective as well with their enforcement, blah blah, which is too bad considering their scope, popularity, and presence. I doubt they would allow my videos to be monetized since they don't like people voicing their opinions. But gee, I don't understand why they would not monetize your videos. Well, it's just a random deal, and I'm not going to stress out over it. It's not done by humans. They set up an algorithm that just goes through millions of videos, and that's the way it is. That's the way they've got to handle it, apparently. Too few people handling too many videos. This is Wade LaPon. He's got 2 of them, I think, on Life's Daily Trials. Says, hi, Rusty. I have a car jack similar to yours, a great tool, but as a word of warning, when you release it by turning the bolt counterclockwise, if you give it a half turn or more, the jack will completely release. So if you have a foot or leg under that tire, you'll feel a world of hurt because the tire won't come down gradually but all at once. Maybe an 8th or 16th turn will lower the vehicle gradually. Yeah, there's a little fitting that you turn to release the hydraulic pressure to lower the wheel back down once you've jacked it up. So you have to turn that just a little bit at a time and let it just kind of come right in. Yeah, you don't want to be, you don't want to be up under the car anyway. You don't want to have your legs up under the car or anything else that could come down and injure you. I agree with that. This is Clinton on the RV wheel bearings. Says, Rusty, if I may contribute on this, 2 things I've learned. First is when I bought my construction trailer, the dealer said to use premium red grease, which is supposed to take higher temps better. I pulled the trailer to Florida and back to New Jersey multiple times a year for the last 3 years with no issues. Second is occasionally we will find that the gun tip gets stuck on the Zerk fitting. There is usually a gnarled section just before the tip that allows you to unscrew and release it without yanking, fighting, or trying to pry it off the fitting. One more thing, if you take your jack and raise the tire off the ground and spin it while pumping in the grease, you'll get the new and old grease to change places much easier. Yeah, he's right, and there are some videos showing how to do that. And on some of these hubs, there are very sharp stamped edges, so if wiping out old grease, don't slice your finger like I did. Fortunately, it didn't get infected. Yeah, there's a lot of cautions in that. But yeah, good point, Clint. Thank you very much. Life's Daily Trials. This is Debbie. My mom is 98 and in a nursing home in California. That's why I'm doing the Chattanooga to California trip. But honestly, I don't want to live that long knowing and seeing how the elderly live in a nursing home. My mom says she is just tired of living. She was born in 1919 and often has often said the world has gone nuts. Well, you know, they say that. Every generation says that. You know, every generation says that. That's like a broken record. You know, it's just change. You know, it's how you adapt to change. You can accept it, resist it, or let it drive you crazy. Your choice. Thank you, David. You know, I'm not going to go to a rest home. I mean, if I can avoid it, I ain't. Tell you that. Life's Daily Trials says, Juanita, I keep dropping by your channel. I thought your new RV was going to arrive this week. Me too. It still could. We got 2 days, today and tomorrow. It says Anthony on Life's Daily Trials. He says, are you still using Cricket? Nope. I'm using the Verizon Unlimited plan. I've been with them since March this year. This is Boss Hodging. Tiny home. I bet if you price these at $25,000, they will fly like birds. Yeah, they probably would. But you know, what I tell you is, if you want to get by cheaper in one of those tiny homes, basically it's a storage building that they finished out. You buy you one that's unfinished and do what you want to do. RV industry. It says, Thomas, we have a 2016 Coachman 16B. It's our third RV in about 25 years. Cost a bit less out the door than what you mentioned, and we have been pleased so far. Some of the materials inside are thin for weight and cost, but from our experience, workmanship is good for an RV. Heck, we had a tract home that had all kinds of stuff was wrong right after being built and paid over 10 times as much. Appreciate your videos. That's Thomas. Life's Daily Trials, Dave, he's got 3 in a row here. I can see clearly Rusty at 91 hooking and jabbing. Well, I hope you're right. Dave, again, living off-grid is living the dream. Probably. Dave, good advice, my friend. Well, thank you for your comments, Dave. Thomas on RVing. He says, thanks for another informative video. An inexpensive solution for hitching a trailer I found. Hope this help another viewer. Okay, there's a link to something that helps you align your vehicle with your travel trailer. I'll have to check that out myself. Thank you, Thomas. Dave on is living in an RV going to be against the law? It says it will never happen. Money talks and BS walks. That's true. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Ain't going to bother me. I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. Comment call Morris. Rusty, you already said why YouTube won't monetize your video on the Kindle. It's because Google and Amazon are in a battle with each other. That's it could be, but what's amazing is some of the videos they demonetize don't have the Amazon link in it at all. So I don't understand it. But it could be part of the problem, yes. The next 5 are going to be on Life's Daily Trials, or 4. Sarah, very cool to meet the 90 and the 100-year-olds who are active. My grandmother was until the end very sharp, until the end and sharp. She had a slower last 5 years, but forced herself to walk. We have promised Dad he can live with one of us when he needs help, which he dreads. That and home health care if ever needed. He has saved for and insured himself for assisted living, but he absolutely could not take it. So if at all possible, even with rehab, we will try to keep him. Well, that's good, because it's better to be with your family than it is to be with strangers. This is Michael Lux. My mom and dad have both passed away. I really appreciate your familiar wit and wisdom. Thanks. This is Scotty. He's got 4 in a row here. Did your LG phone screen crack? What are you going to do with your phone? The LG screen was cracked, and I'm just going to put it in a box and put it somewhere. I've got a new phone. I broke like 7 phones in the last 5 years. I'm 26, born in 1991, Rusty. Well, Scotty, you just getting here, boy. Be careful. This is Scotty again. Cool comment call. Thanks for doing it. You're quite welcome. Scotty says, my mom and dad is poor. They don't make that much money for the work jobs that they do. Rusty, my dad was born in 1960. He is 56 years old, and he will be 57 in November. My mom was born in 1955. She is 61 or 62. Well, you know, that's still young. Your parents are young, and you're young. Got two more. Thank you, Scotty. We got two more, and then I'll shut her down. Life's Daily Trials, SRM. Nice, quick little video, Rusty. It's always a breath of fresh air to hear a story about the olden times, especially from the people that lived through them. Those were the days in which the most modern day people wouldn't be able to survive in. Anyway, have a nice day, sir. Cheers. You know, people will survive in whatever environment they're in. You know, that's all. RV Wheel Bearings, MMP Cody. Good, lots of good info. Lots of people forget about doing this. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a real, you know, all-inclusive video, but it's just to give you a heads up that it's not hard to do, number one, and it's inexpensive. Okay, so, you know, and you don't need to do it, but you know, if you've got a double axle travel trailer, you know, once every 12,000 miles is probably fine, but on a single axle, it probably needs to be done at least once a year. You know, you're not going to tow your RV that much, okay? Once a year is fine. It takes, how long does it take? If you jack up the wheel on a single axle, two wheels take you, oh, I don't know, half an hour probably to do both wheels and do a good job. But anyway, guys, it's a little cool here in Texas. I do hope the RV comes in soon, and I do thank you guys that are using the link. I do appreciate it a lot, because, you know, it just puts me in a position to do a little traveling here. I don't know when I'm going to go, because this time of the year in Central Texas is, you know, this is the time of the year you'd want to be here, because it's nice. You know, the temperature is really nice. But anyway, from Central Texas, USA, what else? Let's hear one more joke. Hey, Google, tell me another joke.
One joke coming up. What do you call a Labrador that becomes a magician? A labracadabrador.
Weak. Anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it will help you lose weight. It'll help you lose weight because you'll feel full and you won't want to snack so much, and that's what usually adds the pounds. If you want to lose weight, it's simple. Eat less. Second, take deep breaths in through your nose. Breathe in through your nose. A deep breath, deep inhale. Hold it for about a second or so, then breathe out through your mouth. Do that several times a day, and that will relieve stress. Relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure, and that will help you live a little bit longer. And also stretch, walk, keep your body in motion. And what else? Also, again, thank you again for using the Amazon link in the description. I do appreciate that. And what else? Oh, I got a weekend coming up. So anyway, for those of you that are in the working, got a weekend. We'll get ready to enjoy yourself and enjoy your day. Enjoy today. Enjoy life one moment at a time. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.